Greetings, sir of this may concern. Christian Aguilar here, back with another movie review. And in today's movie review, I'm going to be reviewing the 1999 film, The Matrix. The film stars Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Hugo Weaving. And this film follows computer hacker Thomas Anderson, aka Neo, played by Keanu Reeves, as he goes on this incredible adventure that literally breaks his reality as he knows it. On his voyage of self-discovery, he figures out that he is prophesied to be the one that will save humanity from being enslaved by an advanced cybernetic intelligence. Now, the reason why I decided to review this film is because The Matrix Resurrections is coming out tomorrow, and I'm super excited for it. So I wanted to review it before I go and see the movie. Hopefully I get to review the sequels. Only time will tell, but I will be reviewing the first movie as of right now, and then I'll be reviewing the new one when it comes out. But this first Matrix movie, man, what can I say about this first Matrix movie that hasn't already been said? There's a lot of people that love this movie, and then if I know there's just fair share of people that just don't really like this movie. This movie isn't really their cup of tea, and it's understandable. I think this movie is very special when it comes to first-time viewings. If you don't know anything about The Matrix and you have never seen it before, and if you love action, psychological, sci-fi films, I think you're gonna like this. For sure. I myself have always known of The Matrix. However, I've never really grown up with it. I was never really entwined with it as I was with, like, you know, everything else. But it wasn't until I was older and I was in high school that I saw The Matrix, the first one, for the first time from beginning to end. I really enjoyed it. However, for the longest of time, I've never seen the sequels, Reloaded or Revelations. I've just never sat down and watched them from beginning to end. Until of recent, and I just fell in love with all three films entirely, especially Reloaded. Reloaded is fucking badass. But in my opinion, I still love this first Matrix movie. I think this Matrix movie is at the top of my list when it comes to quality. In terms of favorite, Reloaded takes the top spot. I really enjoyed Reloaded. But this first Matrix movie, in terms of quality, I think is really, really great. So great, in fact, that I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 Skarsgårds. I hardly have any issue with this movie, personally. When I watch it, I always sit through it from beginning to end. I never really get up when I watch The Matrix, this first one in particular. There's only so little movies that I do that with during rewatch. I always sit through the movie my first time watching it, of course, but when it comes to rewatches, sometimes I don't finish the movie, or sometimes I like the ending compared to the beginning. You know, I just watch it in pieces. And it's rare that I can have a movie that I can always rewatch from beginning to end every single time. But yeah, I just recognized that about myself when it came to this first Matrix movie. I just watch it from beginning to end, and it is just top-notch, really cool, really badass, really awesome. It makes you think. A big blockbuster action movie. I don't think any other big blockbuster action movie has made audiences think as much as this first Matrix movie has. It created the entire conspiracy theory that we live in a virtual reality ourselves, that we are so entwined and so hooked up and jacked in that we literally cannot differentiate whether or not this is a simulation or if this is reality. There's even those little clips on the internet of like a bird being stuck in midair and it looks like a glitch, and people say that's a glitch in the Matrix, you know, and that's where that whole conspiracy theory comes from. That'd be pretty insane to know that we're all actually hooked up and we're inside pods and everything, and that would just be trippy, you know, me just sitting here talking to the lens on in my basement. Just, you know, it's just pretty trippy to know that, you know, if this is all just a simulation, I feel like I could be doing more if it's just a simulation. Something I admire about this first film is that the effects hold up pretty well. There's hardly anything that looks fake in this first movie. Compared to the sequels, we'll get to them when we get to them. In the sequels, there's a lot of shots that just look terrible, and they did not age well whatsoever. But looking at this first film and just this first film, a lot of the effects hold up really, really well. So much so that I found myself cringing at some effects, like that little worm insect thing that went inside Keanu Reeves' belly button. Freaky, man. Just some freaky stuff. Crazy body horror stuff, in my opinion. Kind of like a reverse xenomorph. Goes through the belly button. They're trying to get it out and stuff. That whole effect of it going in and then Trinity sucking it out in the car. All those effects were really, really top notch. Watching this first movie makes me want to go on to the sequels. It makes me want to play one of the Matrix games. Hell, it makes me want to watch the Animatrix, which I might review as well, because the Animatrix is really freaking awesome as well. But yeah, man, this first Matrix movie is really, really amazing. There's twists and turns that happen that I keep forgetting that happens, and I remember my first time watching The Matrix, I remember being shocked by a couple of reveals and being shocked by some people that turn on others. I'm not really going to say any specifics just in case you haven't seen The Matrix and you want to go and watch it yourself. I'm not going to totally ruin the entire movie for you, but it is very, very enjoyable despite it being, what, 21 years old now? This came out the year I was born, 1999, so 21 years old, 22 years old. I'm just turned 22 last month. 22 years old, so it's going on 22 years old. Despite it being a 22-year-old movie, it holds up phenomenally. Like, really, really, really fantastic. And I gotta say, Hugo Weaving is probably a highlight, if not just in this movie, throughout this entire trilogy. I mean, Hugo Weaving as Agent Smith, my God. so incredible. I think he is my favorite character in this trilogy. It's just, he just stands out so well. Me being a Lord of the Rings fan, you could argue that it's me being biased a little bit, but no, man, Agent Smith, Hugo Weaving just stands out in this trilogy for sure. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for reaching to the end of it. Have you seen The Matrix? Let me know what you think of it down below, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe to support this little side hobby I am doing. The rendered image every Thursday and Sunday nights, 8:30 p.m. live on YouTube. Link to that channel will be down below in the description. I hope you're all safe and well out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.